Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope everybody doing well. Wanted to jump back on here real quick, and wanted to jump on here to talk about. Just want to come on here real quick and talk about. It's so much easier to simply just tell the whole truth. Just simply tell the whole truth. I know I was on earlier today, and the day's my mom's birthday, so getting ready to go and celebrate that with her. But I wanted to come and show you guys something. It's so much easier just to simply tell the whole truth. I know for some people that's a difficult thing to do, but one of the main reasons why I wanted to come back on is I wanted to show you guys in real time. Approximately, let me see, where, what's going on. Approximately, about 30 minutes ago, approximately 30 minutes ago, I appreciate that, Travis. Approximately 30 minutes ago, like I said, it's just so simple to tell the whole truth. But approximately 32 minutes ago, Perry County Commission Chairman Albert Turner made a post. Surprisingly made a post. He's been not making a lot of posts on this page lately. But what I wanted to show you guys firsthand is his desire to include himself on everything and how he likes to spin a narrative instead of simply just telling the people the truth. Now, the thing is, you will see that this is, you're going to see that the truth is intertwined in all of this. But this is his tactics. Hey, Brandon. Hey, yeah, let her tune in on this. But this is the tactic that is done to manipulate the people in Perry County. And for those who say, man, you always listen, tell him to just stop lying and stop trying to manipulate things. Let's take a look. As you see, go to the commission page. Albert, 34 minutes ago, like I said 2 minutes ago, 34 minutes ago, Albert made this post. And as you can see, he already done shared it. He shared it, right? He's sharing it. He made sure that it's getting out there because Albert wants to be the one to be known, right? And y'all see classic. He throw a picture of him and Kay Ivey, right? And I'm going to break this down and I'm going to show you guys some things and you guys going to see what I'm talking about. Perry County secures $6.05 million in state funding. Now, that's the propaganda right there. How's that presented? He's presenting it like Perry County secured $6.05 million in state funding. Right now, let's continue to dissect this. Chairman Albert Turner. Wait a minute, no Albert Turner Jr.? Okay, Chairman Albert Turner has been notified of the 2 awards for Perry County, totaling $6.05 million. Right? The awards comprise of $1.05 million for the County Road 53 road project and $5 million for a single-family rental housing in Uniontown. The governor has allocated a total of $28 million in disaster recovery funds over 10 counties. Now, $6.05 million, that's true. $6.05 million have in state funding have been directed to entities in Perry County, right? All right, and then he said Perry County will initiate the bidding process for the road work by mid-March with construction commencing 30 days after the bid amount. The Uniontown Housing Authority will construct a 24 single-family rental housing unit in Uniontown, utilizing city-owned parcels or land where a housing development previously existed. Chairman Turner plans to replicate this program in Marion in the coming year. That's another tactic. I'm going to throw that in there so I can make a promise to make it seem like he's making things happen, which is expected to significantly impact the landscape in both Uniontown and Marion. Now, the Uniontown Housing Authority was awarded that $5 million. That had nothing to do with Perry County like the commission did it. And that's the lies that he loves to do, right? And I'm not letting him. He did this 35 minutes ago, and I'm live right now showing people where it is. Then he goes on. There's optimism that reserve funds held by the state will facilitate an additional round of funding for counties, right? The governor has been active in Perry County lately, where her next appointment will be for the new circuit judge for the 4th Judicial Circuit, right? So what he does with this, and I'm going to show you guys the truth about the 1.05 million, what it was actually approved for. But he presented like, yes, it deals with County Road 53. But when you read what it's actually approved for, you'll realize it's not so much just a road project, right? This is funding that was given from the hurricane. But Albert throw this out there so the people that say, oh man, Albert, I'm the commissioner, I secured $6 million, 6.05 million. But you see, he was careful because he knows that his stuff is fact checked. So he didn't go as grandiose. He stuck to some truth, but how he presented it was like it was him doing the coordination. And I just wanted to show people, give people the credit where the credit's due. Easier thing could have been said, entities in Perry County received $6.05 million. Of that, 1.05 goes to County Road project for County Road 53. Now, what you talking about, Shep? Here we go. I want to show you guys something. Right? This right here is the ADECA page. That's the entity, the state entity that is the ones that awarded this account. Now y'all see this press release was February the 11th, today. So Albert saying they contacted him, they just did a press release, right? Governor Ivey awards $28 million in disaster recovery funds to 7 South Alabama counties impacted by hurricanes, right? Hurricanes. Now, let's go. Let's read exactly so the people can see from the ADECA news release, not something that Albert is spinning to try to make it look like he did it. Let's see what that $1.05 million is for. As y'all look down, look at Perry County right there. Perry County, $1.05 million to improve drainage along County Road 53. After the storms, it was determined, after the hurricane, it was determined that the culverts beneath the road were undersized and aging, and that roadside ditches are experiencing erosion. That's what the 1.05 for. And as you see down here, the city of Uniontown got that $5 million to construct 24 single parent rental homes. Do y'all see that right there? Albert, the city of Uniontown got that money. Let the city of Uniontown announce that. Why don't you just announce the 1.05? Because you know what? 6.05 sounds way better and I want to throw in there like what I'm going to do. Everything he does is self-serving. Everything. Right? And the reason why I wanted to show people firsthand so we can see it. He just posted this. He just posted it. That 1.05 million is to redo drainage system on County Road 53. How he presented it and what he said at the meeting last night, he was talking about like, Commissioner Lloyd. I went to Montgomery the other day and I talked to Kay Ivey and I got the funds. No, that's not how that worked, man. Like, just stop that, man. Like, for real, just stop that. Just put the real information out there. I mean, just put the real, hey, $6.05 million been awarded with entities in Perry County. The Perry County got awarded 1.05 to redo culverts. The Perry County Commission is working on, once we redo those drainage, we are working to have a bid in, and we got funding set aside from the budget to redo that road. And then the road will be repaired after the drainage is updated. You see how that is? And then you come back and say the city of Uniontown. The city of Uniontown. The city of Uniontown was awarded $5 million to rebuild single family homes. 24 single family homes. Do you guys see that? I just want y'all to see. Like, and the reason why I ain't letting up is because he's not. You can say it's petty, you can say whatever, but you can clearly see that post that Albert just been shared, he shared it about let me see what it's up to. It's up to 18 right now. He didn't share it that much. So because he wants to control the narrative. And that's the thing. This is why fact checking is so important. This is why holding people accountable is so important. This is why what they say stand on people next is so important. Right? And some other information that I'll be sharing tomorrow that people will see and be like, man, like just tell the truth. That's all I'm asking. Tell the truth. Is it factual? And then this is what he gonna say. Now this is people gonna be like, did he lie? Yeah, he misled the people. Is it factual that Perry County, so let's just be realistic about facts. Did Perry County secure $6 million? No. Entities within Perry County could secure $6.05 million. They got $1.05 million. Watch this. It just said County Road 53 road project. It doesn't say anything about drainage and culvert. Why? So people can feel like, oh, they gonna fix County Road 53. Y'all see that? That's the tactic. And $5 million for single family rental housing in Uniontown. He mentioned nothing about the city of Uniontown. He said Uniontown Housing Authority. That means that Uniontown Housing Authority was the ones that submitted for that grant. It's just that simple. It's not hard. It's just that simple. And for real, if you sit down and look at it and you see his commitment to mislead the people with a false narrative instead of just telling the truth, it still would have been good news. But Albert can't do that. I got to throw my picture with K. Ivy up there. I got to make it about me. And it's about the city of Uniontown. The same thing, I'm finna show y'all. Same thing right here. His post 2 days ago. He posted about Commissioner Rita Smith being sworn in, right? And look what my comment was. Why not let her and her family post it? This is not a Perry County Commissioner District 1 Albert Turner Jr. moment. Jesus Christ, let people have their moment, especially since you tried to get 2 people to run against her in this election. That's fair. You know, you go back here. He did the Black History thing, and first he highlighted Coach Woody Jackson, and then he lied that Coach Woody Jackson endorsed him, and then he was told to take it down. And the only thing Albert did was he went and got Miss Thomas, got her picture, and just threw her name right there, and posted it. Didn't change nothing but the name. Let's keep going down. I just keep going down. Right here on the 7th, he talked about the D.C. trip. And look, down here, Chairman Turner will conclude his 3-day Washington visit with a reception in his honor. Have to make it about him. Keep working and moving forward. I got something for this. I ain't going to say nothing on this one. Right? But Albert is doing that with Governor Kay Ivey and that, and about this seed grant, right? Right? And he making it about, about he was the one with this. And I'll be providing more information with this later. But it wasn't about him. And you go back to 2 days before that on the 5th, Albert posted Miss Rita Smith as this. And watch this. The governor appointed as the watch this. The governor appointed Miss Rita Smith as the new revenue commissioner of Perry County, effective immediately. The governor's office notified Chairman Turner of the appointment yesterday evening, which I proved that was a lie, because on the 5th, that's when they notified Miss Smith, Commissioner Smith. They notified her, and protocol is they notify the person first. He just has to put himself in something. And really, that is a mental condition. That's a mental condition. Let these people have their moments. Let the city of Uniontown announce that. Albert, you know you didn't have nothing to do with it. You ain't write that grant. Like, and I just, and I'm going to tell people this. So many times, what has been so upsetting for me is so many times people just say, oh, that's just Albert. Albert do. That's just what Albert do. No. You're not going to you ain't coming to me and expect me to, and it's funny how people expect me to operate at a level of dignity and respect. But then when it comes to Albert, oh, that's just what Albert do. No. 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 And the reason why I say that is because I hope the people see the patterns. Man, just tell the truth. That's all you got to do. That is all you have to do. And I'm being honest, the only thing you got to do is entities in Perry County receive $6.05 million. The city of Uniontown was awarded $5 million for housing, and Perry County was awarded $1.05 million to redo culverts or to redo drainage along County Road 53. That's the truth. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the pictures to my page so people can actually go and see what the actual money was for, what the grant was awarded for. Right? And I just want people to, it is really sickening, right? And I want to share this with the people so the people can understand. One thing I do know that there's a lot of people that don't have a good understanding of government and how government works, right? So how the commission is set up in Perry County. You have county entities, right? Basically, the commission collectively is a representation of the entire county. That's why you have District 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. District 1, Albert. District 2, I think it's Tony Long. District 3 is Brent Harrison. District 4 is Barbara Howes. District 5 is Carlton Lewis, right? Collectively, they are the governing body, but they are sliced up to represent a district. But then when you go and you have the sheriff is elected by all the people in the county. When you have the revenue commission, by all the people in the county. When you have the probate judge, by all the people in the county. Do y'all understand? I just want everybody to understand that, right? None of those people that are elected, I just want people to understand, none of those people that are elected by the county is under the commission. They're their own entity. The only thing is the commission is the one that processes payroll. So Albert walks around like everybody, department head under him. That's not how it is. You District 1, my boy. That's all you got control over, District 1. All you have control over. That should be your focus, District 1. But Albert wants to make himself feel more important than he is. And he wants the people. So, like, trying to strong arm the new revenue commission, like who's like trying to influence on who he gonna hire. And I want people to understand this. Albert, I know you watching. I know you watching. But I want people to understand this. That is what's driving Albert crazy right now. What is driving him crazy right now is he doesn't have the influence that he once had. The thing that drives Albert crazy is people are seeing that all of that persona that he had was all inflated. A lot of people feared him because they thought that he had connections that can get back at people. And everybody's seeing right now that, man, wait a minute. Man, Albert did all that talk. That man ain't got them connections like he say he got. And shout out to the commission for actually holding him accountable. Man, I wouldn't trust nothing that came from Albert. Man, I need to see results. I don't need none typed up by the administrator. I don't need none on Excel. A Microsoft spreadsheet that you type something up. I need to see the actual document. Show me the bank statement. Show me the receipt. Show me the invoice. That's what I need to see. And guess what? Before any bill that they agree to pay, I would need to see everything. Everything. That's why he had a meltdown last night. The man had a meltdown last night because he couldn't get them to just agree with getting that $250,000 line of credit. Look, I want y'all to think about this. And I'm speaking to people who may be in denial or whatever. You know, I mean, you may be tired of me talking. I understand that, but that ain't gonna stop me from talking. Why? Because nothing that I said has been from a place of hurt. I know that my candor can be abrasive sometimes, but it's not coming from I'm not saying it mean. You just may not like what I say. And what I'm saying in reference to Albert and his tactics, you know, you have to look at this man's tactics, right? You have to take a time and sit down and think about it. He has gotten so used to just saying stuff and people going along with it. That's why I'm giving shout outs to the commissioners, Tony Long, Brent Harrison, and Carlton Lewis. I'm giving them a shout out. Now, Commissioner Howes, ma'am, there's no disrespect, but you know, man, what was reported to me was right before the election, you had a meeting with some of the constituents in your district, and you said these words, and I'm paraphrasing, but these words was, and I quote, "I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I'm my own person. I'm gonna vote my own conscience." And because everybody think that Albert, you know, I'm gonna just go in there and be a doormat for Albert. And you told the people that voted you to be in office there, right? You said yourself, it was reported that you said yourself about that the old National Guard Army was unfit for people to go in there, right? But then when it came down time to it, you voted with Albert to keep the voting place there. Now, Commissioner Howes, like I said, I met you. This is no disrespect. Ma'am, I still have the utmost respect for you. Like I told you when I met you at the breakfast, you and your family sung beautifully. I was singing bass. I was singing bottom when y'all was singing the bass. But ma'am, if your track record continued to show that you always going to vote with Albert, that means that what you told your constituents in District 4, when they voted for you, and you said that you was going to be your own person, the optics of it is looking like you're not standing up and being your own person. The optics of it looks like Albert controls you. And ma'am, my prayer is that you can see that, because I promise you this. I don't know what Albert may have told you. Albert can't do a lot. That man can't do a lot of stuff. It's all predicated on lies, right? And Commissioner House, ma'am, I will present this to you. The first time you vote against Albert, watch how he switch up on you. Watch how he switch up on you. The reason why he wanted to get rid of Ben Eaton and Carlton Holt, Ben Eaton and Ben Eaton and Cedric Hudson, he wanted to get rid of them. And he thought that if him putting himself behind you and getting y'all in office, he thought that he secured him 2 votes with you and Carlton Lewis. Now, he is upset at Carlton because Carlton's been doing what he's supposed to do as a commissioner. He doesn't have that vote secured no more. That's why he has temper tantrums. That's why, it's certain things. And I'm saying this, ma'am, I'm saying this with all respect. With all respect. I'm saying this because Albert, whatever he told you, you can look at the track record. That man cares nothing about nobody but himself. And he will use people and throw people under the bus. Same thing to Miss Beverly Gordon. If you really think Albert gonna put his neck out for you, you got another thing coming. Look at the track record. That man jump hitter. That man for years was against Ron Miller. Years against Ron Miller. Years against Dexter. Dexter, even earlier when on my live, Dexter called Albert the devil back in 2022. Now they good to go. And then when I talked about, was this a strong united front or whatever that talk? Like, come on, man. We all know that ain't true. And the thing that gets me more than anything is what gets me more than anything is the people that refuse to see his tactics. The thing is, I think a lot of people just used to him being that way. No. He is upset because he's been unchecked, right? Like I keep saying before, this ain't personal. What is personal for me, the thing that's personal for me is what I see Perry County at. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I'm finna show you something. Yesterday, on my page. I shared some pictures. Yesterday on my page, I shared this post. And this post right here is this. And the reason I just want to share this with you guys, right? Because what I want to communicate to everybody is talk is cheap. We got politicians that talking. They talk about what they're going to do, all these empty promises. Oh, I'm gonna get next year we're gonna get a house in the Marriott. That's what I'm working on next year. Since 2014, the Obama wearing the fitness, yeah. Since 12 years ago, I made promises and it's still nothing now. But I want y'all to keep believing me now. Keep Big Al working for you. I just want, think about it. This man announced in 2014, 15 about the National Guard Army. And this man got all of these connections all the way up to D.C. and he couldn't secure funding in that time, in 12 years. Oh, yeah. Miss Jackson. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember, Albert threw in, we're going to put a swimming phase 4. Phase, F-A-Z-E, not P-H-A-S-E. But phase 4, after phase 1 and 2 going to be done by before the election. After the election, we're going to phase 3, and then later we're going to do a pool. He no good and well, he ain't going to do no pool. You know why? Not only the cost of the pool, but the liability of the pool to the city. the insurance for it. That's why a lot of cities went away from pools to splash parks. And then the other question is, for everybody that's there in Marion, where you going to put a pool there? By the old National Guard and the Army. Where you going to put it at? Right? So I just want to see this. This is the post that I did yesterday. And I did this post to provide visuals about Uniontown, Alabama revitalization of vision. Right? Write the vision, make it plain. Write the vision, make it plain. Right? And what I said is, you must first see it to believe it. And I talked about on October the 27th, I posted photos of downtown Uniontown on Facebook. Right? In that post, and these are the pictures. And this upset a lot of people. This is the thing. When I shared these photos, it upset a lot of people of Uniontown. It just upset a lot of people. People got mad. They're saying, why you only showing the bad building? Why you ain't show Dorothy's Kitchen in the barbershop? Now, these are the pictures that I took, right? Now, I took a lot of flack for this. I took a lot of flack for it. A lot of people talking about this, right? And then the community, right after that, the community organized a cleanup. I drove 7 hours back to help be a part of that cleanup 2 weeks later, right? But this is what I want people to see, right? This is what I want people to see. And this is not me in an attempt. I have my faith belief in what I believe in. That's what I believe in, right? But I want people to see this, right? This is some scriptures. Habakkuk 2 verses, second chapter, verses 2 through 3, Amplified says, then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and engrave it plainly on clay tablets, so that the one who reads it will run. For the vision is yet for the appointed future time. It hurries towards the goal of fulfillment. It will not fail. Even though it delays, wait patiently for it, because it will certainly come. It will not delay. Right? Below are some pictures that provide a visual of the reality now and the great potential the city of Uniontown, Alabama will soon become. Many times we have to see it to believe it. And I am beyond optimistic that greater is coming and that the community will not only be restored, but elevated, right? I want people to see this. Look how many people have viewed this. Just look how many people viewed it. Why? Because it provides visuals. Let me go back to that post. Let me go back to that post. Let me scroll down. I ain't want everybody to get dizzy. But here you go. So the only thing I did was I went AI, not just ask, hey man, let's take these pictures and see, give some potential, what we can give a visual of it. Now y'all look this, right? Y'all know this right off of Highway 80. Y'all know people that know that familiar. Look at that. Look at that visual right there. Can y'all see that? Can y'all visualize that? Or what the potential is? We don't have to just sit around and just wait. But we are, in order for us to get to where we need to go to, look at that. In order for us to get to where we need to go to, we got to stop sitting around and just accepting things as they are. You got to have vision. Where are our leaders with vision instead of rhetoric? Where the vision at? We always keep giving excuses. Where's the vision? Look at that. This is downtown Uniontown. Potential. Can go and revitalize that. We got these old buildings. It is able. Prime real estate right here. Economic development. Real economic development. Not just talking, but actually real economic development that including the community, that is empowering the community, that actually leveraging government programs to provide resources to people in the community to provide jobs and job opportunities and start businesses. And we got elected officials who can't even pass a budget. I know Piggly Wiggly shutting down, but that made you look right. Grocery store. Look at that. Like this vision there, be able to visualize it. Instead of just sitting there and let it rot and decay. Look at that. That'd be a great spot for a restaurant. People can park right here. People come off 80. They'll come down to these spots. Okay, they say a home center, that can be a gym. Right? But we got elected officials who only talk rhetoric. They talk all these empty promises, throw these numbers out. We got this amount of millions. We got this amount of jobs. Where we see it at? Where do we see it at? Right? And that's the thing why I talk about it. That's why I came on tonight. That's why I wanted to talk about it with the people, because less than an hour ago, about an hour ago, Albert made a post to manipulate the people, to make it look like he had something to do with the county getting $6 million. And that just wasn't true. That's why he put his picture up there. Why didn't he put Ron Miller picture up there, who's the mayor of Uniontown? Why didn't he put his picture up there? You see how that is? See, when you securing yourself, you never have to try to steal the spotlight from somebody else. My light gonna shine where it needs to shine. You see what I'm saying? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Albert, this little light of mine, who gonna let it? I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Albert didn't give it to me, but I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, but I just want people to understand it. And I keep saying it, keep coming back to it. Why? Because I feel like it is so important to discuss that. And I wanted to clearly show the patterns. It is something sickening with the individual who can allow themselves to give credit to other people who is deserving. They got to throw themselves in it. Y'all know them people that y'all sit around and talk with and they always got to one up your story? You tell the story, yeah, man, you know what, man, when I was in high school, man, I used to play basketball, man, and I scored 30 points. Man, I scored 36 points in 4 minutes one time, left-handed. Man, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. And, you know, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my father. One thing that I'm grateful for, especially with my dad, was, for those that know, I'm grateful for my dad is he was the same person inside the house and outside the house, right? And seeing that example every day, that he never switched up, that was a great example. But then also too, like, for example, Albert put on there that he the one that got that grant, right? Do y'all know that former Commissioner Cedric Hudson will help write that grant for County Road 53? Yeah, former Commissioner, I think District 5, Cedric Hudson, helped write that grant. You ever think Albert gonna give him credit? No, Albert, I got to get credit. I got to get credit for it. I got to get credit. It bothers him. He helped write the grant for the $5 million. And then watch this. It is a very powerful thing for you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet by yourself. Look at it. Albert taking photos with Governor Kay Ivey. Why are you riding the coattails of other people? Why are you riding the coattails with Bobby Singleton? After you look at my pictures, I'm standing by myself. Right? I don't have to use other people to try to make me feel more important, like I'm more connected. And Albert, that perception has fallen down. I told you, I warned you. You didn't believe me. I said it was divine, you know, and I misspoke. And I said the grant for the County Road 53, I said Central Hudson Road. No, he assisted with the $5 million grant in Uniontown. That's 24 housing units in Uniontown that's coming. That's great. Right? That helps out with a lot of the housing issue. That's great. Right? And if that can happen, what else can happen if we get our books in order? We get our audits done. We actually get an audit done. Right? We can start leveraging grants, closing them out, doing the right thing, letting the people know. The problem we have is we have far too many elected officials in the black belt who got their hands in the cookie jar. Allegedly. And that's it. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go take my mom out to dinner for her birthday. Man, I said, man, I ain't gonna let that man get out here and try to let that circulate for a night. No. No, and y'all got to understand the level of desperation. Like I said before, do y'all know that man called that news station and lied to that reporter about the jail? Like, I'm going to go to it again, just so I can show y'all. See, Albert is not a dumb individual. He's not dumb. Just telling people he's not dumb. He just put all his effort into being manipulative. Right? And I'm going to show you a prime example of it. Right? Prime example of it. And I talked about this earlier, but I want to show you guys patterns. All right. On the 28th, was it the 28th? The 28th of January, right? And the Perry County Jail closed for months after inmate escape, repairs force temporary furloughs, right? And y'all see this, right? Repair force temporary furloughs. The commission never voted on furloughs. The commission said that was a Sheriff Fikes call. And Sheriff Fikes said he ain't furloughing nobody. What Albert did was he called the news station to try to get it out because he thought that if I get it to the news station, then Robert Shepard can't fact check me from my page. Because y'all know he ain't been posting from his page. He just posted about an hour ago, and I'm already talking about that now, right? Talking about the jail being closed. Now, I want everybody to know this, right? Oh, yes. Oh, this is good, man. I'm sitting here and this thing just got good. And I'm finna show you guys. It just got good. I'm searching my page for my post. All right. Yes. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys this. Y'all see this, right? The 28th of January. Look, the 3rd of February is when I said the breaking news that the Perry County Jail in Marion has been shut down indefinitely by the Alabama State Fire Marshal. Why is this important? You have the January. It was about 5 days later. Albert knew the jail was going to get shut down. Right? So let me get ahead of the narrative. Watch this. As work began, inspectors discovered significant plumbing, electrical, and fire safety deficiencies throughout the facilities. Turner says these discoveries kept expanding the scope of repairs and preventing inmates from being housed in the building. That's a lie. Like I said, in 2020, December 2020, they already had 19 violations there. He never did anything for it. But I want to show you guys something. So far, Perry County spent $98,000. We already showed that there was $86,611 that the commission voted on. So that's a fabrication. In cash from the county's general fund on repairs. Officials now estimate total costs could reach between $200,000 to $250,000 before the jail can reopen. Who are the officials? No officials. It's just Albert. As y'all see, what other commissioner were named? When they did the article about the Barnett King Center, it's one of the contractors that Albert had over there. It wasn't nobody else but Albert and somebody that he has influence over. You never see Commissioner Lewis, Commissioner Long, Commissioner Brent Harris, or Commissioner Howes. You never see any one of them speaking. He just said officials. Now let's go down to furlough. Watch this. With no inmates housed locally and repairs still underway, the county has decided to temporarily furlough jail employees. That was in January the 28th, 29th. The county didn't decide that. The county commission is the one to vote on that. And they said that that's Sheriff Fike's call. Those people are still working. Even last night at the county commission meeting, Albert was trying to get a guy a temporary contract for 30 days for a janitor. And one of the commission said, hey, Sheriff, can you check to see if one of the jailers will go over there and work as for 30 days as a janitor? They still working. Albert, why would you get a newspaper and lie to the newspaper like the county has decided? I just want people to see. See, there was a person that made a post, and the post was basically saying, why am I always talking about Albert? He's only one person. What about the other commissions, right? Is he the only one decision maker in the county? This man called a newspaper and lied to the newspaper about furloughs because that's what he wanted. He didn't have the approval of it. He can't operate as a rogue by himself. It has to have the approval of the county commission with the majority vote. And 5 people was there, right? He didn't have a 3-2 majority. He just lies. The man said on video, the man said that he was going to, he asked them not to vote when the commission voted to move, to pass a resolution to move from the old National Guard to the new National Guard for voting. Albert said, I'm going to ask that you not pass the resolution. And even if you do, it won't see the light of day in Montgomery. I can assure you of that. This is the chairman of that said that he's actively going to work against the best interests of the commission. And when the commission passed the rule to, because they have to advertise it for 4 consecutive weeks in the newspaper, Albert had the county administrator, he had her to call the newspaper to stop it so that he can disrupt those 4 weeks to work against the will of the commission. That's rogue behavior. He did that. He know he did that. Albert, tell me I'm lying. Because if you didn't do that, that means that Miss Beverly Gordon did that on her own. That means that she willfully went against the will of the commission in which she is temporarily contracted to support. The commission, not the chairman. And he has yet to provide any information to say that I've lied yet. And I've been going hard in the paint for about 120 days. So, just want people to sit there and think about that, right? Just want people to sit there and think about all this information, right? I'm providing this information in a way that is easy to digest. I understand some people don't care. That's fine. But you can't say I lied. You can say you don't like me. You can say, man, he owned too much. You can say all this other stuff, but you can't say that I've lied. I presented information in a chronological way, in an easy way to digest it. I've taken time to explain, to show people exactly how I get my information. Why? Because it's important to me to educate people. Because I don't want people to feel like it ain't about me. It's not about me. But accountability, don't discriminate. Don't discriminate. And nothing that you do, you can report me to Facebook, you can do all this stuff, it still don't change the facts. Ain't that right, Mayor Dexter Hinton? Ain't that right? Ain't that right, my boy Albert? Now, Albert, I need to know the size of your t-shirt, man, so I can hand deliver you your t-shirt. Hand delivered. And, you know, just want the people to know, man, like, it is what it is. It's for too long we have been quiet. We have been silent in Perry County. And the conditions of what we deal with is our fault. 100% our fault. We have allowed these elected officials to go on. Listen, I tell people this. Would you let me, I want people to just think about this. Would you let me get your credit card or get your debit card, have access to your money? Would you let me get your money and I go spend it? But then when you go and you want to go check your bank statement, I'd be like, no, you can't check your bank statements. I'll tell you what I spent. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that? How would you feel about it if I make decisions about how your money is spent, but then I don't provide you with anything, any explanation that showed down to the money level? How would you feel about that? But that's what we've been doing when we talking about people. Look, that money that goes to those municipalities, the city of Marion, that money that goes to the city of Uniontown, that money that goes to Perry County, that belongs to the people there. That is not those elected officials thing. And then listen, it's hard for me to understand, but we keep electing people that we know don't know what they're doing. All because they're my cool, they're my cool. They're my cool, you know, they're my cool, they're family, you know, they're my cool, you know. I know they used to cheat off people tests and write their names down too, but I know, man, they're my cool, man. No, we gotta stop, like for real, we gotta stop that. Like, we have to want better. Look, okay. We keep electing people. We keep electing people who have more of a desire to flex on the community. Right? I would tell you, I would tell you this. People don't realize that when we have elected officials that have a desire, more of a desire to flex on people, like they're better than them, then they're actually, like, okay, I'm going to say this. In Perry County, what have we seen gotten better in the infrastructure and within the community? But if we pay close attention, how many elected officials we know drive real nice cars, got nice houses, go on trips, go to games, do all of these things, right, that the typical person can't do in the area. While yet and still, we got people that got water that look like cognac, water looking like Hennessy, looking like Cavassier, Dolce, Erkenjerk, Paul Masson. That's what the water looking like. But hey, I got that nice car. I'm flexing. They looking at it as a grift, a way I can get some out of it. I'm telling you, man, I wish these people start speaking up, man. I wish these people start to wake up and be like, dang, hey, that just had to, let me overbid it, right? Let me overbid it so I can get a little something on it. We scheming from our own self. You stealing from your own self. And we keep having the same people around. Why? I'm listen. Just don't understand it. And it's crazy. Would you let me spend your money? And then I ain't got the answer for what I spend? If you wouldn't let me spend your money, why we continue to let these elected officials spend our money? Hey, if the city of Uniontown, where they budget at, how many of the people in the town seen the budget? Not just the council. Where the budget at? How much money they got in the bank account? When was their last audit? Y'all know Marion audit just came out, and y'all ain't hear nothing from the mayor. Don Shane, my outsider, got to share it so the people can have it. Before mad at me for talking about it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But man, I'm about to go and have a great time with my mom, celebrating her for her birthday. But I wanted to come on here and let people know Albert does everything he can to try to take credit for it. That money, like you said, $5 million. Former Commissioner Hudson was one of the ones that helped write that grant for the city of Uniontown so they can get that $5 million, right? And then hold on. Look, I just want to show you guys something. Back in July, my sister Portia had a Uniontown grant application recap. She had a meeting where they was teaching people how to apply for grants, right? Uniontown is applying for 2 important grants. The LRRCP, Local Recovery and Resiliency Competitive Grants, and the Local Recovery Housing Competition Program, right? The first grant will support a new public facility that will serve as an emergency shelter and heating, cooling station during extreme weather. The facility would include 2 office space, a training room, a space classroom for workforce development, space for multi-family support center, a backup generator, ADA, blah, blah, blah. Now watch this. The second grant will help launch a new housing development just off County Road 1. The plan would include 5 homes with the potential to grow. These 2 to 3 bedroom homes will be ADA compliant and storm shelter resistant, managed by the local housing authority. Watch this. Both projects are focused on building a stronger, safer, and more supportive Uniontown. The effort is led by Cedric Hudson, former Commissioner Cedric Hudson, with building designed by LaQuincy May. Y'all see that? That was in July. Cedric was not a commissioner anymore. But then let's go to Albert. Let's go to Albert. Let's go to Albert. Oh. Perry County secured $6.5 million. Yeah. Let me make more promises. Chairman Turner plans to replicate this program in Marion in the coming year. Oh, the Uniontown Housing Authority. Let me take credit for it. Do y'all see it right now? I just want everybody to see that firsthand. Take credit for something you ain't got nothing to do with. But then you had the audacity to go and throw Governor Kay Ivey, the governor of Alabama, picture on there with you like your connection with her was what made it come over. Think about somebody's mental state to do that. their mental state to do that. And listen, I'm going to show you what he did. Show you what he did. He just took this picture with Bobby Singleton. He just took that picture that he just posted on the 6th. He got his head tilted to the side. And then he just cropped it out. Use the same picture. Right? And oh yeah, so I'm glad you came on. Miss Jackie Herring. I saw your post earlier today. You was talking about one commissioner. I don't know if you saw it from the beginning, but you said, I hear all of this and I get what you guys are saying, but why is it the other commissioners are not speaking out? Why do they allow this to happen? Why not stand and take credit for it taking place in their district? Is it his fault that no other commissioners are standing up? Yes, it's his fault for lying. Listen, I 100% agree with you. I'm all for it. I've been advocating for elected officials to leverage social media to talk to the people. Some people, we got some people that are older that they are not as savvy, but it is his fault. Like I'm gonna use this analogy right here. We work at the job together. Me and you, we work together. You the go-to person. You make everything happen. But you don't speak up about it. You just make it happen. But I'm sitting around lying about, hey, I did this on this shift. I did this on this shift. I did that. But you ain't got no social media. But I'm on social media bragging like I did all of it. Whose fault is it? Is it your fault because you ain't speaking up? Or is it my fault for lying? You see that? That's the logical approach. That's the logical approach. And that's why I've been on his neck the way that I've been. You know why? For 25 years, he takes credit for everything that goes. He's trying to take credit right now for a grant he has nothing to do with. Oh, Miss Herring, Miss Jackie Herring. I don't know if you fully know Albert Turner the way everybody else know Albert Turner, right? He can't lie if they call him out. Albert lies. The difference is the reason why he hasn't come back with me calling him out is because I'm retired and I got time. The other commissioners got jobs. Albert don't have a job. He like Tommy from Martin. He ain't got no job. So Albert have time all day. He claimed to have somebody working for him, right? But this man, he is a habitual liar. As a matter of fact, I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you right now on this page. I did it earlier, but I'm doing it for you so you can see the pattern, right? He lied about securing this grant. He lied about securing this grant. Then you go down here. He posted about Miss Kennard. Now, some background on it. This is why I had an issue with it, right? This is her moment, right? And I just said, why not let her family post it? Her and her family post it. This is not a Albert Turner moment. Jesus Christ, let people have their moment, especially since you tried to get 2 people to run against her in this election. Some background for you, Miss Herring. Albert personally tried to get 2 people to run against Commissioner Smith, and both of them turned it down. Then he turned around and like he was trying to get the governor to appoint her, right? Albert then he went and lied on Coach Woody Jackson. He lied on Coach Woody Jackson after he did a Black History spotlight, and he lied and said Coach Woody Jackson endorsed him. Coach Woody Jackson called him and told him to take it down right now, and then he came back and didn't change anything, just added Miss Thomas' name where he had Coach Jackson's name. And if you want to, I can send you the screenshots of what he had with Coach Jackson, and you can see the difference here, right? Here, Albert is lying about being honored. At the end, Chairman Turner will conclude the 3-day visit with a reception in his honor. When we went to check the National Organization of Black county officials, they just have a regular meeting, right? Like it's more and more, right? He's taking credit for grants right here. And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna come back to that. But then right here, like I just wanted to show you how he does it, right? Do you know Miss Commissioner Smith didn't even get a chance to tell her family members before Albert posted this? So he went and posted it. This is the same lady he tried to get 2 people to run against, and then he got to make it about him. The governor office notified Chairman Turner of the appointment yesterday evening. No, they didn't. And I showed on the live that protocol typically contacts the person that get appointed. Those was just 3 back-to-back on his page, just in the past week. It is decades of that continuously. That's why I've been on this neck. That's why I've been calling out the other commissioners for speaking up. I would give them credit. They are doing way more to challenge, way more to call out, way more to hold accountable than what they were doing 2 to 3 months ago. So that's why I've been doing it. And for anybody else, if you're concerned, if you want to know why, you can reach out. Honestly, you can reach out. And I will reach out to you and explain. Because it's not personal. It's not personal. But I know it may seem like it is, but it's not. I stick to the facts. I stick to the facts. And I'm glad that you came on. I'm glad that you asked that question. But when you're dealing with somebody that is a megalomaniac, right? When you're dealing with somebody that express and exhibits narcissist tendencies, they don't think like everybody else. They don't process like everybody else. They don't reason like everybody else. So to reason or to operate in logic, to think logically, to expect them to think logically, you are setting yourself up for failure. Right? But no, some people it is what it is, but we know the people know. The people know that Albert is doing it. And I would say this too. Commissioner Smith, do you know the day after she got notified, Albert had Judge Wiggins to just show up like he was going to force her to swear in, not even respect her and ask her how does she want to do that for her time. And the one that they just did was kind of like they had to do it, but a more formal one. She's going to set the date, time, group, and when she's going to do it because that's her moment. So if anybody questioned that Albert Turner, if you wondering if Albert Turner would lie, that's the same like wondering if I'm a black male. Right? The reason why one person had all the power because he went unchecked for all of these years. And now I'm on his neck. I'm on his neck. No days off, breathing like he on Harlem's Night, locked up in that thing. No days off. Y'all have a great day. Go and have dinner with my mama. Albert, give me your t-shirt size. And if I lied, please let me know. And I will come back on here as loudly as I did to say that I was wrong. Y'all have a blessed day. Talk to you later.